Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Norwegian 737 project. Now, this has got to be the most exciting packages up to now. We've been holding off for a very long time to order up this stuff because this is expensive as shit. So let's cut the crap. Let's cut it open and have a look and see what's inside. Yeah, there it is, guys. A whole box of peanut insulation. Oh, let's see. So this should be okay. That's the Efis module. Efis. There's one more. This is the Pro Series. Best you can get from CP Flight. Oh, yeah. Look at this. That is the MCP Pro right there, baby. I'm gonna put them aside and I'm gonna take them out of their bags a little bit later. I'm gonna shut the camera off when I do that, and I'm gonna make it a new video a little bit later while I try to run them. Okay, let's just take out everything we need right here. Oh, look at this. That is one fire module. See, I can't do this with the camera in hand. I can't. That's the fire module. I'm gonna show you that a little bit later. I'm gonna edit this video in a video editor and show you guys everything when it's okay. Okay, what is this? What is this? Oh yeah, that's the comm panels. That is the comm panels. Uh-oh, CP Flight, you done screwed up there, boy. Came off. No problem. I'll glue it right back on. There's no reason at all to send it back to get that put back on. I'll do that myself. There's the comm panels. With connection hardware. So I was down at the shop sanding on that shell when I had this call from UPS saying that they arrived with a package. Oh yeah, that's the trim panel right there. So I just headed out straight up here to have a look. Okay, there's the comm panels. Brightness. And there's also the interface card for my main instrument panel. Nav, cargo fire, ADF modules, comm panel, nav, ADF, and there's the ATC module. Hey, hello everybody and welcome back. Well, it's been over a week now since I shot the first scene of this video. And you all know what I've been doing since then. I've been working on the simulator and holding off on this video. But I'm going to keep my promise and give you the video. I've had a lot of people asking for this, so let's continue with these hardware from CP Flight. Okay, so let's start out with actually I want to say this. I just shot a 9-minute video for you guys and I was so satisfied. I wanted to put it in my video editor and the thing got screwed up when I wanted to transfer it from my phone to my computer. God damn it. So this is just second try. So here's the mode control panel. This is from CP Flight, of course, the Pro series from CP Flight. There you have regular USB port, and there you got the COM port, power supply, and that's I guess that plug is for when you for CP Flight themselves when they configure the hardware inside. It's not very thick. It's perfect, and I do believe it is sized to 100% like the original mode control panel in a Boeing 737. The panel itself is almost impeccable. It's perfect. You have all these switches, flight director, and the most awesome thing about this panel is this auto throttle switch. If you do a full auto landing, this switch will actually shut off the second the wheel touches ground and the ground spoilers come up. All of these buttons work. This inner knob for degrees of bank works perfectly for prosim. There are, however, some few small things that I'm not very satisfied with. This mode control, this heading knob right here, look at this. It is very wiggly. And the same thing with the inner knob. It is very wiggly. But I'm guessing that when it all comes together, it's not going to be a huge problem. And I do realize that this is just for flight simulation. It's not a real switch. And reading up on this on the internet, the real switch actually costs like $2,400. And so of course, you can't have everything. But considering the looks of this panel, the backlight system in this panel, all these switches are lighted up when they are selected. It is perfect, and I do like the lights on the digits themselves too. They're perfect. Let's have a look at this Efis panel. Again, this is the Pro Series panel, the best you can get from CP Flight. There we go with the COM ports. This is all daisy chains. One panel connects up to the other. On this panel, this is really a very sturdy panel. All of these buttons are very nice, and they got a good feeling to them. Buttons work for the TCAS system to work. You just press in this button. However, on the inner knob, you can select inches for your altimeter or hectopascal. This switch doesn't really stay in those positions. It snaps back into the middle position. Kind of makes me wonder why, but again, you can't have everything. But this is as good as it gets, if you ask me. And I've been searching for a long time for a nice Efis panel and a nice MCP panel. This is the best thing you can get. I've tested it. The backlight is impeccable, and the buttons work perfectly. And also these switches, you kind of forget that this is, how often do you use this? Once, twice in a flight? There's not a big problem at all. So I'm going to leave it like that and say that out of 1 out of 10, I'm going to give these panels a 9 without a doubt at all. Because this is really, really nice. Okay, so that was the MCP and the Efis. So let's jump on for move forward further and look at the rest of the panels. Let's see if I can go on to the other side and see if the lights get a little bit better. Yep, they did. So this is the complete series from CP Flight, where you have all your nav radio, comm panel. That's a comm panel where you can select all the different modes for microphones, speakers, etc. You guys probably know that. I ordered up two two ADF panels too, because I kind of like it. Cabin door panel, rudder trim panel works excellent. I've tried everything and it's just awesome. Everything is awesome. And this is a beast, if you ask me. That is the fire module right there. Okay. Now the fire module works just like in a real thing. First of all, look at how sturdy they made this thing. It is solid as a rock, but it's very, very expensive. This thing I have, as I said earlier, I'm afraid I'm going to keep, what do you call it? Keep saying the same things all over and over again. I have tested this out with ProSim, and it works excellent. And there's one little thing I want to tell you guys about when it comes to these panels. You see that switch right there? If you have one of these fire panels and you don't have that switch, well, that means it's not replicated like the real thing. Because these switches are the fire switches, okay? Let's say I get an engine fire in engine number 2. When the fire triggers the fire loop in the system, there's a little built-in switch in these panels that will unlock this handle for you to be able to operate it. Because if you see right now, I try to pull this lever, there's no way I can do it. The only two ways to pull that lever is, number one, if you get an actual fire in the system, well, the system will release that handle so you can pull it and discharge one of the bottles. Or number two is to actually have to press down on this switch, press down and pull. That's the only way you're supposed to be able to do this, and this replicates it perfectly. ProSim, when I activate an engine fire, you can hear the servo releasing this button, this handle, and you can pull it. It's just damn awesome. I will show you guys at a later stage with all these panels connected how it works, how it looks, but not right now. I just wanted to show you guys the panels, how they're produced. Let's look at one of these panels as an example of the daisy chain. See, there's one coming in, one coming out. So these wires come. This is the main what governs all the electricity in the panel. So there's a wire coming from this panel to this, from this to this, and further, further, further. Same thing with the next row of panels. They're all daisy chained, and what you will end up with is one single plug coming out of this pedestal straight up to the MCP, and from the MCP USB right into the computer. Excellent. I love the idea, and it makes everything so much more simple. A little bit more in depth of how these panels work a little bit later, but right now the only thing I want to show you, let me turn off the light and hopefully be able to show you the backlight of this panel. There we go. You see, let's look at one of these. You have a little bit of a backlight bleed into the segment lights, but I don't really see that as a big problem. What I'm going to do is just remove the back cover and put some tape inside here to try to block some of the light out. I really do like what they did with the backlight system, considering that these are LEDs. I hate LEDs when it comes to backlighting in panels because it does not look right. But these guys really did an excellent job on the backlighting of these panels. I really have to give it to them. It looks very good. Okay. So I think I'm gonna hang up right now because this video is gonna end up being like 16 minutes long. I will talk to you guys at a later stage, and I'll see you guys down at the shop. Okay, bye bye.